Hey, what's going on, guys? The Langbanger here. So, yet another video. Quite the crazy week, or month, or maybe even year. So, I did a video yesterday, and here I am. I'm back. So, today I am going to go over Speed Duel Battle City Finals. So for anyone not familiar, which would probably be a lot of people, just because I don't see people playing this format or style of Yu-Gi-Oh, it is Duel Links. I guess it's pretty much roll for roll, like card for card, 3 monster zones, 3 spell traps. You have, skills, 20 to 30 cards. Yeah, it's pretty much the gist of it. So I still love my Yu-Gi-Oh! I will always love the game. It's very hard for me to keep up with advanced format. So that's kind of where you'll see me, doing old format stuff from time to time. I would love for speed duels to take off. I mean, it is a very short, gameplay or style, because, you're 4,000 life, 3 or 4 cards, or 4, and then potentially drop to 5. So yeah, it's very limited in that way, but kind of just in regards to, I think that Speed Duel only has upwards to fusion monsters. So things didn't get too crazy there yet. Maybe they got exceeds. I don't think so. But yeah, I definitely grew up loving the original Yu-Gi-Oh show. That was with Duelist Kingdom, so I guess this was season 2 or kind of the sequel to that, and that was with the Battle City. And then we ended up seeing all of our favorite duelists up on the blimp and so on and so forth. So here is the box here. I did buy this used, by the way, so I don't have everything that was in this. So essentially they included one of each of the secret rare gods, but then there were, I think, 9 secret rare promos that came with it, and they kept that just because there's a lot of value there. So just to go over the characters, Yami Yugi, you have Seto Kaiba, Joey Wheeler, Yami Merrick, Yami Bakura, Ishizu, Odeon, and Mai Valentine. So I will just do a quick pause there for myself. You can pause the video, kind of read through that. So I just wanted to go over these decks, and they just look like a lot of fun. So put the box off to the side. So first and foremost, I'm not going to take the time to go through these, but they did give you skill cards. So you can kind of see right there, right? You see a picture of a Shizu. So yeah, kind of get the gist. And then you get to pick one. I think they gave 2 for each character. And then here towards the back, there's some other ones there. So you see Noah, you see Tristan, you see Taya, and you see Duke Devlin. So that's pretty cool. So you are, I believe, guaranteed one of each secret rare Egyptian gods. So that's pretty cool. I did get the Streets of Battle City, I think it was. And then this one is called Battle City Finals. So some of the same characters, but then we kind of have a mix up. But we did also get the gods in that. So that was pretty cool. I'm going to show you the power-up cards, and by that, this was a stack of cards. I would assume that we all get the same cards in this thing. The promos, I think, is the only thing that's different. I think there's like 30 cards you can get secret rare, and you get like 9 of them in a pack, and then 3, one of each gods. I believe that's how that works, so don't shoot me if I'm wrong. But so these are the power-ups. So I guess these were kind of weird to me, because when I was doing the other product, they had a bunch of like vanilla monsters. They kind of had like, they also had like Joey Wheeler, and then being able to, fusion summon. And it's like, then you saw these power-up cards, and it's like, yeah, you're taking away from the nostalgia if you take those kind of weaker cards out and then adding these sort of cards. But I guess it depends on what you want to do. These aren't the exact decks for, the individuals from the show, but, you kind of get the gist. So you have the Shinado, you have the Ritual Spell Hino, Oppenheim, Sora Priest, Sword of Kanazagi, Magician's Valkyria. I'm reading these upside down, so... Witch of the Black Forest, Fire Sorcerer, Shining Angel, Angel 01, Guiding Light, Nightmare Penguin, Injection Fairy Lily, Tomato, Reaper, Thunderball, Orgoth, Flying Kamakari, Prime Material Dragon, Mobius, Tribe. So this was a really good reprint. I will kind of stop and, kind of give personal shout outs to certain cards because I think this was like a $5 common for like GOAT, and that's not a lot, but it's like for something so old, it's like, yeah, just give us another print. King of the Swamp, that might have been money, I don't know, but that's always a cool card. Melody, Breakthrough Skill, Red Eyes Black Dragon, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, and Maxi. So Maxi is now legal in this game. It is not in Duel Links though, so that's the interesting thing there. But also too, then you have to think in your head like, are they maybe indicating this is going to come back for the regular advanced format? Because I don't know the exact value, but it might have been like $10 or $15 per card or per copy. So it's just good to keep stuff kind of cheap, affordable, and this isn't a big format, right? So let's go over, and I guess I'm gonna guess here a little bit. So I'm gonna assume this is the Ishizu. So they did give us Midora, one of the retrained fairies, so that was pretty cool. Cataclysm, Agido, Kelbeck, Midora, Keldo, Zolga. So like with all those, they did retrain quite a number of those. They just didn't put them in here. I guess the thinking was if you had all of them, that'd be kind of broken. Air Knight Parshath, Gravekeeper's Commandant. That's probably a good reprint. Gravekeeper Spy, Descendant, Recruiter. This was also a good reprint because for the longest time, like all copies of this card was like $10, $15, and I just never bought it because I'm like, when am I ever going to use this? But now that it's easy to get common, why not? Oracle, Necro Valley, Drag Down, Banishing Shield, Exchange of the Spirit, Gravekeeper's Trap, Wall of Disruption, Rite of Spirit, and Blast Held by Tribute. So I believe that was the Ishizu. Kind of makes sense with the Fairy, the Gravekeepers. Here's the Kaiba. Yeah, so the Kaiba, so you have 3 blue eyes, so that's pretty cool. The King of D, Des Feral Imp, Ancient Lamp, Lejeune, X-Head, Y, Z, Enemy Controller, Shrink, Union Hanger, Flute of Summoning Dragon, Rhapsody, Trade-In, Scramble, Shadow Spell, Loop of Destruction, Champion's Vigilance, and XYZ Fusions. So that looks like a really good deck right out of the gate. So you would think that Yugi and Kaiba is probably the strongest because, they were pretty much the best characters. I mean, Merrick should be up there too, but I also don't know what cards were introduced to this exact format because I would assume the majority of these cards were legal in advanced format. There was other copies, but in regards to Speed Duel, you can kind of see here, there's a little stamp across there and it says Speed Duel. So that's how you know if something is legal or not. There, I got it. So you cannot use old copies of cards. You have to use these stamps, which is probably one of the biggest drawbacks. But you can use the Speed Duel stamp cards in regular tournaments. So here's the Mai. You have the big Harpy pet, Harpy Dancer, Harpy Queen, Harpy Chandler, Harpy Lady 1, 2, Cyber Harpy, Sisters, Princess, Chainmaster, Swordswoman, Queen, Hysteric Sign, Egotist, Hunting Ground, Call, Fighting Spirit, Hysteric Party, Onslaught, Mirror Wall, Aquatica. So I guess something else to kind of call out. I mean, this would be a lot of money because overall, like this box is $30. However, if you bought 3 of these, like if you're kind of seeing the theme here, there's kind of like 2 decks in each individual deck, right? So like if you really wanted, well, yeah, you would need 3 because they're giving you 1 of everything. But like if you had 3 my decks, you could then split that up and have a complete like Amazon stack and then the Harpy, right? So yeah, it would be cool if they gave you multiple, but also too, I kind of get it. But then it's like, would you really spend $90 for this product? I mean, that's a lot of decks just to like screw around, and of course having 3 ofs is way better. So I don't know, just something to kind of mention here. This should be the Merrick. So you have the Immortal Phoenix, you have the Sphere Mode, Holding Arms, Machiora, Lord Poison, Lacunga, Gandora, Lava Golem, Revival Gem, Reactor Slime, Geroid, Nidoria, Reborn, Revelation, Owner Seal, Remove Trap, Catastrophe, Hidden Soldiers, Sakuratsu, Nightmare Wheel, and Reflex Slime. So yeah, that's a pretty good feel. I mean, I guess with this isn't a split of decks, but like the previous one with the Harpy Lady and the Amazon. So here's the Fiend deck. So this should be Bakura then. Dark Necrosphere, Hades, Darkness, Doom Caliber Knight, Snipe Hunter, Sangin, Rhino Warrior, Winged Million, Jaws, Octros, I think, Devour, Night Assailant. Then you have the Destiny boards. That's pretty cool. They did add some newer Destiny board stuff. I think that's, yeah, Destiny board. So Mastery, Spiritualism, Premature, Foolish Burial, Offering to the Doomed, Sentence of Doom, and Zone of the Spirits. This should be the Yugi, since it's King's Knight, Queen, Jack, Joker's Knight, Imperial Bower, another Joker, Big Shield Gardner, Obnoxious, Breaker, Magic Karibo, Dark Magician Girl, Swords, Reborn, Thunder, Speed Summon, Shattering Arrow, Joker's Wild, Court of Cards, Quaking Mirror, Dust Tornado. Meant to take those out, sorry. So that is that one. This should be the Joey, Guilford, Defense Shogun, Jinzo, Crusader, Blue Flame. And I guess also too, real quick, so that other product that I had for Speed Duel, what's his name? Esperova had Jinzo. Joey Wheeler did not, but that's because he won it off him, at least I'm pretty sure. But now that we're further into the series, now Joey has it, so that's pretty cool. Valkyrian Knight, Penguin Soldier, DD Warrior, Invader of the Throne, Command Knight, Gearfried, Sol and Luna, Fissure, Rhoda, United We Stand, Blade, Trap Hole with Spikes, Fairy Box, Floodgate, Kunai with Chain, and Blast with Chain. So that's really good. I feel I'd probably like this deck the most, just kind of off the top of my head, just because I grew up loving Warriors. I don't know if I ever even got to see Rhoda at 3, because it was pretty quick. Like it went to 2, then I think it went down to 1. It might have went back to 2, and I think it's been at 1 for, might be a decade now, I don't know. And who is last? Odeon. So then you have Secret, Guardian Sphinx, End of Anubis, Gravekeeper Guard, Swarm of Centipede, which, by the way, I only just found out this was a card. This released, I don't know, years ago. I always liked the Swarm deck, so that's kind of why I wanted to shout that out. I was like, oh, cool, because these were the ones that I used to grow up on. It was called Pac-Man, and I would have like anti-spell fragrance, and then other cards, and they'd have to set their cards and level limit area B, and then you would just pop. That was a really cool deck. So Scarab, Locust, Lakuta, Mirage of Nightmare, Double Snare, Swords, MST, Book of Moon, Embodiment, two of those, Tiki Curse, Tiki Soul, Ordeal, Wabaku, Judgment of Anubis, Curse of Anubis. So really cool product. I'll buy stuff used just so, you know, I can get a deal, but also too, like if it's something I really like and it's like foil, I might fork up the money for it. But overall, I spent 20 bucks for that product. That's really good. It's 30 bucks in store, so that's why I went this route, saved 10 bucks. Just because the promos were like, they could be hit or miss, wasn't. But I guess up front, then I just went and bought all the singles anyways. So like I have Secret Rare, DD Warriors, Doom Cows and all that. So like I ended up basically saving some money and then spending more and then just getting guaranteed what I wanted. So I did do a video yesterday just showing all the cards I picked up recently, and then a little bit back I did another one of these Speed Duel box openings. So if you guys want to go look at that. But thank you guys for watching, and yeah, you never know when you'll see me again. So until then, peace.